Hi, Tim Milburn with Lifelong Leaders, and welcome to the third and final episode of this video series, The 3 Characteristics of an Influential Leader. Now in this one we're going to look at number 3, but remember, we're talking about developing the kind of influence so that people want to follow you, not because they have to, not because they need to, but there's something about you that they're drawn to. And remember, in the first video we looked at what it meant to be inspirational and not menial. Meaning that you find ways to take even the smallest task and give it significance and meaning and show how it's connected to the overall vision. Secondly, we looked at how to be instructional and not judgmental. That we all have things that we can teach, but in the way that we teach, in the way that we come across, we want to come across so that we help people, we instruct them, we give them guidance, but we don't want to demean them or make them feel small or little by the way that we share what we know. In this final lesson, I want to talk to you about what it means to be intentional and not accidental. The thing I love about this third one is that I believe that every single person is capable of doing this right now. That we don't have to wait for something to happen, that hoping things will go a certain way doesn't have to be our strategy. In fact, we can be very intentional to make certain things happen, to make people feel good about themselves, to make someone's day better, that we don't have to just wait and maybe it will happen. We can be intentional and make those kinds of things happen. The second thing I know about being intentional is that we find ways to get other people invested in the process. We don't just hope others come along. We invite them. We encourage them. We find ways to say, hey, you can be a part of this. This is not something we just want you to sit on the side and watch. No, this is something that we want you to invest in, to own it yourself. In fact, I was just reminded, one of the best parades that I've ever been to is in Eagle, Idaho. Yeah, it's their 4th of July parade, and one of the things they do is they have the parade and all the things from the city and the floats and everything go by, and then at the end of the parade there comes the last part of it, and the last part of it is all of the fire trucks and people on trucks with water guns and hoses and giant water tanks, and the parade turns into this gigantic water fight between the people driving down the parade and everybody on the side. It is a parade that everybody's involved in, whether you want to be or not. That is an intentional parade. And that's what I'm encouraging you as well, to get others invested in that, to make something happen. And then finally, to be intentional in a way that you give people a path, right? People are drawn to a path. They may not be sure what the next steps are. They don't know maybe what to do. People are drawn, I'm drawn to someone who can come alongside and say, Tim, you know what? I kind of see where if you want to accomplish this, then here are some steps that you can take. And it's not going to happen by accident, Tim. It's going to happen if you're intentional. And by them being intentional in my life and showing me a path, that helps me, and I am more ready to buy into their influence because they show me some steps that I can take. And so my hope for you is that you'll be the kind of person that will develop these kinds of characteristics, right? That you will be inspirational and boy, just encourage people, that you'll be instructional and help people to be better than they currently are in a way that helps them to feel better about who they are. And then finally, that you will be intentional, that you will truly seek out things and make them happen, not just for yourself, but for others as well. So again, my name's Tim Milburn. I am the founder of Lifelong Leaders. I hope you've enjoyed this series. There's more coming on this channel, the Lifelong Leaders YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a super day.